All right, I kind of wanted to do a little overview, looking over my Google Analytic page. I talked to a few people and they really didn't know how to navigate in it, but I'm going to make a short video kind of going over what you can do in it and how you can do it. Now, when you kind of get logged in, you're going to be looking at the area that I'm looking at here, but depending on how many or which what tracking code you have in there or how many you actually have, it may look like that. Now I have one for my Tumblr, for a blog, and then for my YouTube clothing page, another blog that I have. Now really I'm going to look at my YouTube one. Now you can click on whatever you've named it after entering in your actual tracking code, but I've named it that, and I'm going to go into the reporting area. Now, looking here, you kind of get a breakdown about how many people may have been on your page, how long they were on your page for, how long it took them to leave, the page views rate. Then you come down here, you have your demographic area. You can click here, open it up, and kind of get a look at what and how many people are looking, or the rate that they're looking at your page from where. You can go to the operating, to tell you what they have it, and you can get all into it. And however you wanna work it, you can figure out how to take advantage of it. But now, one part of it that I do like to look at, you can have your real time area, and I've kept my YouTube open. That way, I can give you a real time look about it. But you go to real time. I don't know, maybe I have to. There we go. There I am. Now you have a real-time report, and that'll tell you if people are actually on your page and where they're at. And there I am right there, a real-time report. Location, it'll give you a breakdown like any other page, but a lot of you may already know how to do that, but I'm only kind of going over it. I talked to a few people that didn't really know how to, and I had to go over it for them. I figured why not do a little video on it. But here, go back to here, overview. Now, a little area that I like to look at, you can click here up on the right, and what that let you do, let you compare the actual metric with with the data that they have here. Now, if you add in maybe like an organic one, I don't know. I'm gonna pick a few. I think you can only pick around 3 or 4. I'll pick mobile traffic. Yeah, about 3 of them I believe you can pick. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna hit apply, and then you kind of have a reading on all 3 of them compared to what your original reading would be. Now, organic traffic, mobile traffic, you can kind of compare and look. Maybe you have a day where you're getting a lot of traffic, but then you can figure out, do they find it organically? Did they a lot of mobile traffic? Did mobile traffic come in that day? I've known about it, but I've kind of only barely got into it, comparing them like that. But I mean, you can kind of compare it. Looking at one of them would kind of give you a weird kind of point of view. You'd think that you have a lot of traffic, but then when you add another metric behind it, or whatever, you can find out that traffic left a lot. Maybe the duration may not have been that good. Now you can realize that high traffic amount may not have been that good, or how good it may be, depending on how you kind of judge it. But kind of looking around now, you can make your own. Like, you can click back here, you can click here and make new, but you can click the technology, you can click the traffic, you can type all that in, and you can really look for what you want to look for. If you're looking for 18 to 24, 25 to 34, whatever you're looking for, you can really narrow down and add it to here. You just add it on, and then you would have it there to add on to here. And then I've made a little preview, and mine would be right there. You would only unclick it, then add it on, hit apply, and then you would get your own kind of, I called it AM for America, but you would get your own kind of metric analytic overview depending on what you added in. Now, to get out of that, you would click back in here, then unclick it back to what you want. But comparing them, one thing that you can do in here, behavior, you can kind of jump around down here and kind of look into it. It'll give you average time on page, and I have the orange there. I have the average time on page, and then I have the organic traffic rate along with it. That way, if you're looking at one thing, you kind of have it, you can compare, and you're going to want to compare to figure out a better route or a better way of doing whatever you want to do on your page. But kind of go back out of there. And you're kind of mainly in that area, or the area here that I'm clicking on, but only wanted to kind of do a little overview. And no matter what tracking code you have in there, they all do what I kind of went through, and they should work, how I did it, and exactly the way you want to do it. You can type in whatever you want or have a code to whatever you want, but no matter what, you can get that rating and add more and more if you want to. Kind of go back home. Everything should kind of look like that, telling you a little overview of average duration, rate here, and whenever you want to put a goal in there, you can do that too. But yeah, kind of looking at it, you don't really have to go into it if you kind of want to check on it real quick. But if you look here to tell you that my YouTube page, about 9:31 average duration time on there, the rate of them leaving, and then even down here my Tumblr page is really low, but you don't have to click on all that to get into it if you wanted to get a quick overview. But if you wanted to kind of plan, figure out what you want to do, you would then click into it, maybe click around, look at your look at whatever area you kind of want to look at. But let me go back here. There's a few other another area that you can click on right here, and you can kind of link everything up, but I'm going to do another video on that and kind of go over that. I only wanted to do a little quick overview on what you can do when you get into the actual page. But yeah, definitely try to track whatever you can, and that way you can figure out what you want to put time into.